Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet and welcome to part 2 of my little mini summer series. First I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying my videos. Thank you for subscribing and taking time out of your day to watch my videos. So yeah, and I really appreciate all the comments that you guys are leaving, and then I had to split it up into 2, even though the first part was already long, was because lips is going to take a little bit longer than initially I thought it was going to take. So yeah, lips always takes a little bit longer. If you haven't watched the first one, I won't spoil it for you. I will just link it up here and then you can watch it. Alright, so let's get started so I don't make this video equally long. The next thing that I'm going to focus on in this video are palettes. Now, of course, I have a lot of palettes. If you saw my eyeshadow collection, if not, I'll link it up here again. Of course, I had more palettes since that collection. I filmed it back a couple of months, and then I just put it up like last month, I think. But anyways, so yeah, I have 6 palettes. I tried to reduce it to as little as possible, but I thought, you know, why not? Okay, so going from Alamar to Alamar, I cannot stop mentioning these. This is what I have on my eyes. These to me are just great summer palettes if you don't want to go with anything else, because you can create a little bit more of a neutral look with this side right here, the mattes. Or you can add these to make it a more colorful look like what I have on. And they just blend beautifully. Like, they blend like a dream, honestly. And I have used it quite a bit. It just looks like I don't a lot. I also like to keep my palettes clean. This is Reina Caribe Volume 1 and this is Volume 2. This is my preferred one out of the 2. This is my favorite one. If you ask me which one to go with out of the 2, I would say go with this one. I think it has definitely more of a unique color story. These blues, I don't have them. I've never seen them in anything. Oh, it's the closest thing that I would say to this palette is the Urban Decay Beach palette, but that was discontinued like 2 years ago. And I think that this one gives you more variety because it has more matte shades and you can just go for an all matte look. And you also have this kind of pearlescent shade right here. You can just go for a more everyday look. And I know that you can use this one as highlighter also. And then this one is, they call it more of a nighttime palette. You have these deeper tones. You also have that black to use as an eyeliner or to deepen up. Wow, I cannot speak. You can use that black to you can use the black in this palette to use as an eyeliner or to deepen up that outer V. But you have also these very unique shimmers. Their mattes are amazing and great and blend wonderfully, but the shimmers are the star of the show for these palettes for me. And I really like both. But again, to me this is definitely the standout shade, but I don't want to mention one without the other because I think they're great colors. And yeah, the next one is going to come from one that I featured in my bomb video, my black owned makeup video, and I just put it up. By the time this video will go up Sunday, and then that one I put up Thursday, so you'll be watching it the day I filmed. And then this is the color Ring palette. I got this in summer 2017, so it's one of my older palettes, but it still works great. And I wanted to showcase the what is it? The cardboard thing that it comes in? I can't remember right now. The insert that it comes in, because it doesn't come in like a box, like just an insert. And it is so beautiful. I think that's so pretty, so unique to put a palette in. And then kind of have something more sleek for the actual palette. And then this is what the color story looks like right here. You have these beautiful pink, not even pinks, more like magentas and purple magentas, and you have like this taupey purple color right here that is so beautiful. The look that I created in that video, I loved it. I wish I had more time to have filmed more videos with that look. I didn't get a chance to, but every time I use this palette, honestly, you can't go wrong. It's just beautiful. You can also do more wearable like everyday looks. You have 2 mattes. You can deepen it up with that one if you'd like. You also have this orange to make it a little bit more like a bronzy tone. I think it just, you can create so many looks, and you can also use all the shades. I've had one look where I did like a halo eye, and I was so proud of my halo eye because that was the first time doing a halo eye, and it was just when I got this palette, and I went into an Ulta to buy more makeup, right? And they complimented my eye, and I was like, I was just feeling myself because I was like, ooh, an Ulta employee complimented me, and oh, that just felt special. Because you know, when someone that knows about makeup and likes makeup or loves makeup compliments you, you're like, oh yeah. Okay, so the next two, I have 2 more high-end palettes, and then I have 2 Colourpop palettes. So I'm just gonna finish up with my high-end, and then I'll go with Colourpop. So one that I just recently acquired, but I think it's amazing and beautiful, and I think it has those deep summer like sunset tones that just like summer requires, summer calls for, you know. And it's the Cor de Rosa from Sigma. I just like to keep the little plastic thing in here because it is so beautiful. So this is what this palette looks like. Like I said, you have these sunset berry tones, but you also have these peachy colors. And I think one of the most special shades in here, well actually 2, because a lot of the shades you can get from other palettes. Like if you have the Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop, honestly that is very similar to this. You're just missing a couple of the berry tones. But I think Cor de Rosa and Belle of the Ball are 2 of the most special shades in here. These are 2 of the colors that truly bring this palette together. And of course, you know, Cor de Rosa is the reason that this palette was done. But yeah, I think that these 2 are some of the most special shades in this palette. And Cor de Rosa is just because it's a beautiful transition color, and oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? I completely blanked out what the word was I was gonna use for, because I just looked at the swatch that I left on the napkin, on my towel that I have here for a swatch cleanup on my fingers, and I'm like mesmerized. It is such an earthy, pretty rose, literally like a rose color, but like an earthy rose apricot color. It's just beautiful. And then Belle of the Ball is just the shimmer. You can either put it and pack it in on your eye, like just like as a lid shade, or you can press it all over whatever you have, and it's just that little sparkle that you have. Oh, I've used it like that, and oof. Actually, if you saw my video with me doing my mom's makeup for her Mother's Day, I used that shade. I tried to do as much watercolor as I could for that, like an actual really like watercolor eye. Oh, I think her look has been one of my favorite looks I've ever created, like ever. And I think I'm gonna go back and watch that video to see if I can recreate it on myself. And I use this as a topper shade. Oh, I think that's what it's intended for, but oh, there are some topper shades that are just so special, and that one's definitely one of them. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so the next palette that I'm going to show you is Riviera by ABH, and of course, you know, this one came out around May of last year. Definitely came out before like even summer started, but I think that this one also has, of course, colorful shades, but also, well, actually, you know what, let me back up a little bit. Let me start with the packaging. The packaging on this palette is beautiful. It's what drew me in at first. It has that nautical theme, and it actually doesn't have that soft cover. It has like the canvas feel, and then you open it up and you have this very colorful, beautiful palette. And if we're looking at unique shades from this palette, I think honestly pretty much the top row I think is pretty special. The bottom row is really pretty, but you can get these bright colors in a lot of palettes. But the most special to me are Seaside and Mediterranean. Those are so pretty. They're like a pretty grayish blue, and of course that ABH soft shimmer right here. And they're just so pretty. They're such pretty shades, and I don't have anything like that in my entire collection. So I'm really glad I have this palette, and I'd be able to get more use out of it during the summer. But again, if you just want to go for like an everyday color, also the matte white. I don't have I don't think I have an actual matte pure white in my entire collection, if I can remember correctly. I don't think I do. The only one that I can think of is like the Blowing Smoke palette, but I don't think that one has a pure white. But yeah, as far as I remember, this is the only pure white that I have in my entire collection. But you can do a pretty, you know, everyday neutral look. You have these 3 shades. You have that dark brown, you have that yacht shade, or you can do a pop of yellow, make it a little gold. You can do an everyday neutral color, but I know the reason that most people bought this because of these unique shades, and I think they're pretty unique and really nice. I don't regret buying it. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. I think it has really special shades right there. Okay, the last two palettes are from Colourpop, and my camera is about to stop, so I need to hurry up and talk. Okay, these two, one came out last year, I think after I did this video, and if I only repeated one palette, but if I repeated more than the 2 palettes from Alamar Cosmetics, because I cannot do my summer anything without those 2 palettes, I apologize. I tried not to, but you know, that's what I have in my collection right now. Anyways, so what I have from Colourpop is Going Coconuts, just because I think that a staple neutral palette is always great to have, and I think that this little one from Colourpop, super quick, super easy to make great looks out of. And you have, let me switch it since it doesn't have that. You have just honestly probably one of the most perfect neutral palettes that I have in my entire collection. I mean, they're so beautiful and they're so easy to create a look. You can do like a one look with the shimmers or with the matte shades. They're so neutral enough, or yeah, they're neutral enough to where you can just pop one on the lid and keep it moving. I really enjoy that. And then the other one that I really love for summer, and then I feel it's like super hot, super fiery, is Main Squeeze. And this one came out as their summer collection was it last year? No, their birthday collection. I really hope I didn't include this one last year. But if I did, it's worth mentioning it again because I love this palette. You can create some beautiful looks from this, and I don't have anything like red hot oranges, so this one's very unique in my collection also. I just really enjoy this palette. You have 6 mattes, well 5 mattes, and I think this one, Apple Home Slice, you can probably blend out to a satin, but you have 3 true shimmers, and I honestly, the looks I created with this last year are great. I haven't pulled it out, but you know, I'm definitely going to be shopping my stash for this one. My summer lips, I have a variety of formulas, colors. I mostly like brighter shades during the summer. I like a little bit more boldness. I just think like during summer it's just more of that bright boldness versus like fall and winter where it's like that deep vampiness, I want to say. Okay, so let's just start. So this is a recent acquirement to my lip collection, but I am loving this formula, and it's from Colourpop, and it's from Colourpop, and it's just okay. It's from Colourpop, and it's just a tint lip crayons, and I have 2 shades with me. I have what is it? I have Give Me Some More and Z Boys. Okay, this one, I'll show you shades, guys. It was hot when I grabbed it, and you know when you grab lip colors that you're not supposed to use them and let them cool down, but I didn't, and I just completely got destroyed. So anyways, let me swatch these for you really quick and show you what they look like. So I want to explain the reason that I like these. I think these are great everyday lip color, not only lip colors, they have a variety of shades, but lip formula. They're very sheer, they smell amazing, and if you want a little bit more pinky, they have one called the Strand. If you want something a little bit more deep, they have something a little bit more deep. But if, like for everyday, if you want to stick to neutral colors, they have that too. So this is Give Me Some More, and that's Z Boys. As you can see, it's definitely more nude, and that's a little bit more peachy. I just, honestly, I love this formula. I enjoy it. Of course, meant to stay on your lips for a long period of time. It's something that's meant to be reapplied. However, because it is so comfortable, and just swipe, you don't need even a mirror because it's literally like a lip balm. It's something that I don't mind if I'm drinking something or that I need to reapply. Of course, we're not going out still, like, you know, it's not normal yet. So I think these, if you just want to pop something on while you're around the house, you want to get a little bit more put together, I think that's a really good formula to go with, especially always, but especially right now. Next 5 are lip glosses, and I unfortunately have more high-end lip glosses than drugstore lip glosses. I'm trying to change that a little bit slowly, just incorporate a couple. I just picked up some from e.l.f., so a haul video is gonna come soon your way. And I also want to pick up a couple more from Colourpop and Milani, just to really try out their formula from the Luxe lip. I don't like their ultra glossy lip, but I love the Luxe lip. So yeah, just letting you know that real quick. So let's just start with the lip glosses. The first one that I have is from Ofra, and this is a collab with Samantha March, which I love every single item in her collab. Like, oh, beautiful. I haven't reviewed it yet, so that video is also coming to you soon, along with a little bit more reviews, but I'll just go ahead and show you this one. I really enjoy this formula. It does feel a little gritty at times, but honestly, the color of this makes up for it. Like, once it's on, it's not like something that it's gonna bother you. It's not as like slippery as the Fenty one, like the Diamond Milk. It's not as thick as that. It's actually a very thin formula, but because all that beautiful glitter, like, I don't know if it like does adjusters in the camera, but if it doesn't pick up how multi-chrome this truly is, it's so beautiful. Like, look at that. And it has different shimmer colors. It's literally like a galaxy of glitters in here, and just, it's a beautiful color and a nice formula too. I really like it. Doesn't feel sticky, and it stays on the lips, and that's what I have on right now. The next two are from Persona, and Persona has one of my favorite gloss formulas ever. It's also very thin, but a little bit more like glossy than shimmery. It still has shimmers, but it's just more that gloss that gives you that color that on your lips. So I have Coral, and this came out last year. So if you don't want something too much of a bright lip, but you still want to try something out, I think that this would be a great addition to your collection, because again, it has that pop of color, but you can sheer out to where you don't need that. And you can also do that with just the tint crayons. You can buy something that has a little bit more oomph to, a little bit more color, but sheer it out, and you won't feel like you're wearing a bright lip and you're like, oh, that's too much for me. I think you can do that with this or the just a tint ones, but these are just a little bit more glossy. And then the other one that I have from Persona also is the peach one, and this one is more like a light peach. So if you want to go for something even more subtle, I think that would definitely be your shade right here. It's so beautiful. Look at those. You see that gloss right there compared to the Millie gloss, where that's just pure glitter, and these are actually glossy. And then the next formula is from Dozzle Colors, and I think this honestly is one of the most underrated gloss formulas probably in the beauty industry. Honestly, I haven't tried every single formula, of course, but honestly, it's just overrated overall. And if you haven't tried it, I would suggest you take advantage when they have sales. That's when I've taken advantage to buy these, and it's so worth it. I have 3 shades, but these are the this is the one that I'm featuring in this video, and this is on repeat, and it's just a nude, pinky nude, and they have so many shades, and they just came out with new shades around a year ago also, and honestly, you cannot go wrong with this shade. It's so beautiful. Again, that super actually high gloss formula, but it's not goopy, it's not sticky, and it just goes great over lipstick or a lip pencil. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then something that I really came to like, even though I mentioned it before, it's this Ludicrous formula from Milani, and this is the formula that I want to try more from. I don't like their plumping one as much, but I do like this one. Those are my 5 like, you need to try these out. I also like the buxom ones, but not everybody likes that tingly sensation, and sometimes it can be a little much. So if you just want a little bit of gloss, you want a little bit of shine and gloss to your lips without all that tingliness from that, these are some great formulas you want to try out. And also the Colourpop Luxe Lip. I just don't have a color that I feel like it's a little bit more appropriate, I think, for, I mean, that one I can use for summer, but just for this video, for this purpose, not so much the color that I like. Okay. So the next ones are going to be all bright, bold colors. And I had to do some switcheroos because last minute, because I had to go through the websites and make sure that I could find them. Because if they're not available, I don't want to showcase them. Like, I might wear them on videos and I can always find something similar to it, but if I'm going to recommend something and I'm going to be on a video specifically recommending something for you to pick up or for you to try, or even for you just to like, maybe on my wish list, I want, obviously it has to be available. So the next formula is 3 different colors from the same formula, and it's from Colourpop, and it's their Ultra Blotted Lip. And if you haven't tried this formula, it's such a good formula. It is matte, and if you don't put a lip balm on first before you put these on, your lips will feel a little dry. But I think it's a really unique formula. It's like the way it will look on you as I'm trying these for you to show. It's just basically like you just put on lipstick, but you blotted it, Ultra Blotted Lip. But it's very matte. Well, not very matte. It's just matte. So that way the color doesn't go anywhere. But it's also very sheer. Has a very sheer color to it. Even the more bold colors. So again, if you want to go for a more of a bold color, but not so intense, I think these are great formulas to start with. And they're not an uncomfortable matte where you're just like, you feel like your lips are so dry out and it's just like a desert on your lips. I think these are just a great color to go between that. And these are the 3 colors. So I have, let's see, Zuma, the first one, right here, yeah. Zuma, that like nudie beigey pink. Then I have Vitamin C, and then I have Oh Hi There. And Oh Hi There came out with their California collection last year, their summer collection, and Vitamin C came out with their, I think, orange, no, their Sol and Mar collection. So that was a long time ago. But as you can see, they definitely dry down matte, but they're not uncomfortable. Like if I had these, like even swatch, when you swatch liquid lipsticks, your hand cannot do all this movement, and they're just ultra blotted. Do you see that powdery look to them? But it's such a pretty powdery look. So that's also another way if you want to go with a color, more bold color, but not too intense. That's also a really good way to go for it. Alright, so the next ones are definitely more out there. I'm gonna do the first one that's definitely a little bit more toned down, or the most toned down out of all the last 5. And it's still very intense. So for those that love a bold lip, not afraid to just showcase something bold, something bright, something furious, these are the colors for you. So the first one up is Topanga from Colourpop. And because Colourpop's discontinued so much, I had to make sure that this was on there. This is like they describe it as a dusty coral. I think it is coral with a touch of pink in there. Again, you can sheer this out because it is a lippy stick. It's a satin lippy stick, so you don't have to necessarily make it super bold, but I just want to make sure that you can definitely see it up close. And I think it's so pretty. It's such a pretty color to go. You can pair it with bright berry looks, or you can pair it with coral, and I think that the color will stand out from the lipstick, whichever color you pair it with. Or you can just do mascara and put this on, and I still think it would look so beautiful, and just let this be the star of the show. Okay, the next 5 are definitely more bright. I have 2 oranges and 2 pinks. So I have this little mini orange fizz from Bite Beauty, and oof, This is such a pretty like red orange with a little bit more orange than red. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Let me show you in the thing. Like that is so pretty right there. That's definitely something bold. Bold and beautiful. And honestly, I wish they would make minis of like bold colors like that, because you don't use them as often, but it's definitely something that you want to have, maybe have in your collection, you know, just for a special occasion here and there when you're feeling a little extra spicy or something. Okay, the next one is also an orange, but this is a liquid lip. This is a matte liquid lipstick, and it's definitely matte, and it's from the first collab from Desi and Katie and Those Are Colors, and it's called Hot Fire, and this one's definitely more of that bold orange with a touch of red. That's what that looks like, and that's what the packaging looks like, so you know, when if you want to check it out on their website. I just checked, it's still available. It's so beautiful. And the next two are one's more like a red pink, and the other one's definitely more of a magenta pink. I wanted to have a more light pink, but I don't have anything that kind of like a light springy pink I want to say in my collection, so I might be on the lookout, and if I find something I might just mention it in one of my videos. And this is Hibiscus from Flower Beauty, and honestly any lipstick from Flower Beauty, well, you will not go wrong, but that is what Hibiscus looks like. It's that bright kind of coral pink with a touch of red, I would say. It's like almost a more intense version of Topanga. And it's their matte formula. That way you know it does not go anywhere. You can always use a lip liner just to double check, to double make sure. But yeah, it's their matte formula. And then the last one is from Colourpop, and it's their lippy stick, and I heart this, and this is also the matte formula. Okay, so they describe this as a matte red fuchsia. Or a magenta. That's literally what it is, a magenta. It's a little bit more red on camera, but it's definitely a magenta. Like a bright magenta. And these are the colors that I like to wear. Like, look how pretty they look. Very bold, very bright. But again, you can always start with just the tint colors. Try one of those if you want to get into more bold lips, but not too much. Like, you just want to have a little bit more of a toned down version. I think that just the tint crayons would be great, or even a lip gloss with some color to it, like a bright color to it. But the reason I like just the tint ones, just because they feel like they won't go anywhere, or the blotted lip. Those are really good too. If you want to kind of dip your toe first in colors, I would go with the blotted lip or just the tint. And lip glosses, you can always share them out too. Just what I think. But yeah, those are what I have to show you for this time around for summer lips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it and kind of just researching and seeing what I had to show you, and kind of looking at my collection like, I think I might need to pick up some more colors soon. And I know that a lot of people, myself included, I do like to spend on more expensive like lips. It's an experience, but honestly, for items like this that go bad pretty fast, I rather spend drugstore money, because then it goes bad, and then I have to, if I really liked it, I really like that formula, I would have to purchase it again, and it's just like to shell out that much money when you can shell out $5, $6, $7. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments, or if you have any suggestions to me, please let me know down below. I'd be more than happy to check them out. Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed already, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you heard that, that's my baby. He's on the floor taking a nap. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.